Mrs. Banks, the program specialist for the College of Business. I am excited because once again, we're here for our Spring 22 Student Leadership and Engagement Forum. As always, we have a program that's jam-packed, so we're going to go ahead and get started for the sake of time. We have Ms. Brandis Lee. She's one of our very own students here in the College of Business. She's going to come with the welcome. Brandis is an accounting major. She's also an honors college student, as well as a Gala on the Bluff scholarship recipient. So Brandis, we're ready for the welcome.
Good morning, faculty, staff, and my fellow peers here in the College of Business. I am Brandis Lee, a sophomore accounting major, honors college member, and Gala on the Bluff recipient. I would like to welcome you to our Spring 2022 Student Leadership Engagement Forum titled Unlock Your Skills, Seize the Opportunity. Each semester, the College of Business hosts a forum with the purpose of providing its students with knowledge, making us aware of the available resources, and exposing us to opportunities that will facilitate our success. Today, you will get the opportunity to hear from some amazing companies, learn how to secure scholarships and internships, as well as gain insight on how to secure employment after graduating. Soak up all of the knowledge that you gain here today, as it will be extremely beneficial to your success. Again, welcome to the Spring 2022 Student Leadership Engagement Forum, and remember to seize the opportunity.
Thank you, Brandis, for that very warm welcome. We're going to now hear from the Dean of the College of Business, very briefly, just about the college. Dean Donald Andrews will now speak.
Thank you, Ms. Banks. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure I'm not muted. I want to welcome you to this program. This is going to be an exciting program. I want to thank all the sponsors for being here, all the companies in terms of Target, Walgreens, Domino's, and others. This is a great program. Sorry we couldn't be in person, but I think sometimes there are advantages of both the in-person as well as virtual. The title of this program is Unlock Your Skills, Seize the Opportunity. And this is really a great opportunity. I want to thank all of the organizers and students for this particular program today. It's going to be a wonderful program. I'm Dean here at the College of Business. We have 800 students enrolled in our college. We have some great talented students. There are a lot of opportunities, so we want you to unlock your skills and seize the opportunity. So thank you very much, and I won't take any more time because we have some great opportunities that need to be presented today. So thank you, Ms. Banks.
Thank you, Dean, for always supporting our students and creating great opportunities here in the College of Business. And just as Dean said, we have some great presenters here from different companies. We have Target, we have Walgreens, and Domino's here to speak to our students about scholarship opportunities, about internship opportunities, how to secure those opportunities. So we're going to go ahead and let them start. I'm not sure if Simone, Jillian, maybe you can help me. Did Simone join already?
Yeah, so she said that she was on, but for some reason her square, oh, it looks like she logged in.
It's showing up as your name, Jillian. I think maybe when I clicked your link, maybe it's popping me in Zoom as your, this has never happened before, Jasmine. So I'm not sure what's going on.
Technology.
Yes, but I am here. It's just showing up as double Jillians.
Okay, sorry about that.
Perfect. I'm glad both of you guys are here. So we're going to go ahead and get started with you all with your presentation. So you may begin now.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Oops. All right, are you able to see?
Yes.
All right, well, perfect. Well, my name is Jillian Walter, and I am a senior recruiter for Target stores. And with me today, I have one of my peers. I'll let her introduce herself, and she's going to go ahead and kick us off.
I am Simone Spears, despite what Zoom is telling you all. As Jillian mentioned, I'm her colleague and I work with HBCU Enterprise Engagement here with Target. So really exciting. I've been with Target a little less than a year, but this role was created to connect with our HBCUs in a much more meaningful and impactful way. So I am an Aggie by trade, but I love all of my HBCUs. And so I'm just really happy to be here and be a part of this program. So thank you for having us. And we are Target, so we'll go ahead and get started. Target, with over 1,900 locations across the US, the stores are really like the heart of Target's business. I know for myself, I spend way too much time in Target stores. And so Target is proud to be one of the world's most beloved brands. And we've made those commitments across our business to guide us in keeping that long legacy alive. So again, like Jillian and I were saying, we're just really excited to be able to share some of the insight into the store experience with you all. And so our commitments help us welcome all guests and bring them to ease, inspiration, and of course, joy. And we want that every time that they shop with us, for sure. They help us take care of our 350 plus team members. So we're a big team here at Target, and empower them to make a difference in the world. I don't know if you all have visited Target's LinkedIn, but I recently did an excerpt where I talked about my experience here being an employee with Target. And I really do feel like they are trying to set me up to make sure that our HBCUs go out and empower and change the world. So I'm really excited about that. And
No,
they
not
help
yet.
us.
This for something else. This for our business partner.
I'm sorry, Simone.
Okay.
Okay, we have him muted now. Thank you. I'm sorry, Simone.
That's all right.
Okay.
And they help us to be a good neighbor in our communities every day, and in partner with organizations across the globe to run our business ethically and most importantly, responsibly. So I will pass it over to Jillian.
Great. Well, as the local recruiter for the market, I'm going to spend some time just going over the positions that we recruit for. So for our stores campus program specifically, we hire for both store management as well as assets protection, which is like the loss prevention or security side of the store. So how our stores are divided is we have different business areas or work centers that our leaders can oversee within the building. So essentially we're taking a store and dividing it up into different areas. So service and engagement is like our guest experience side, making sure that we're providing that great guest experience for everyone who shops in our stores. We also have general merchandise, which is going to be more of like our logistics, replenishment. They really focus on making sure that we're in stock for our guests and really focusing on getting everything from our distribution centers to our stores so that we are in stock. They also manage our fulfillment processes where our stores act as mini distribution centers and are helping to fulfill those Target.com orders. For our super targets, we also have food and beverage. So that's going to be the grocery side of our business. And then we also have specialty sales. So specialty sales is going to be like the sales floor, so like apparel and accessories, and then truly those specialized selling areas such as beauty and electronics. So if you've been in our stores lately, you probably have seen we've had a lot of changes, especially with the beauty side of things, with our expansion with Ulta. And we really want to be almost like that specialty retailer where, we have experts who work in those areas that can really help our guests with making the right choices with their purchases. We also have human resources. So they're going to be in charge of HR for the entire store. So that's going to be everything from staffing our stores at the hourly level, onboarding. They manage, HR functions like payroll and scheduling, and then really also the culture of our stores to make sure that our team members are happy. And then finally, assets protection is going to be like the loss prevention or security side of the store. And they really focus on three main things, which is safeness, theft, and fraud in our buildings. As far as what opportunities we have available for students, so in both the store and the assets protection side of our business, we have our full-time positions that we call executive team leaders, which are going to be salary level leaders in the store. And basically they're responsible for overseeing one of those areas in the store that I mentioned earlier, or the assets protection side of things. So they're going to lead a team within the building, and essentially they're running a multi-million-dollar operation within a store. We also have internship opportunities. So our internships offered during the summer are 8-week paid internships. And really the goal of both of those programs is to give our interns realistic previews as to what it's like to be a leader within the store. So it's very hands-on, where our interns are paired up with a mentor that they'll get to work with over the summer to really focus on their growth and development. You're getting to actually work with the different leaders in the store to see how our stores operate. So then towards the later part of the program, as an intern, you can really take on what you've learned and apply it to get to be that leader within the building. Probably one great, well, there's a couple of great things about the program, but our internships are paid. And then our goal with our program, because we are a performance-based company, is we do actually look to make our interns full-time offers based on their performance to start with us once they graduate. So what's really nice is potentially getting to go back for your last semester, your last year of school, and we will actually hold a position to have you start with us in that full-time role once you've graduated. As far as what we look for, so with Target, we really do take all majors. I would say that probably the majority of the students that we typically see that are applying are those business majors, but we do take all majors. What we're really looking for in candidates is like the work experience. So whether that is in retail, hospitality, or customer service, any type of non-office work, leadership experience, and that could come from work, but also from school. So whether it's in the classroom or with student organizations. We look for those who have a desire to work in retail, who can work in a team and really collaborate, who are self-starters, are really able to be adaptable in a fast-paced environment. And then as far as graduation dates go, so for our full-time executive team leader positions, we'd be looking for any alumni, or for this upcoming year, anyone that would be graduating around that May timeframe. For the internship, we would be looking for those that are graduating between August of 2022 and May of 2023. And again, that's because we do look to make those full-time offers, and we'll hold that position until someone graduates. As far as how to apply, so all of our available roles are located on our career site. So I have included the link for you here. One thing I do like to share about stores is we have opportunities across the United States, and all of our jobs are going to be listed by geographical area. So while we are looking for the local market, if you're a student that's, for example, originally from Atlanta, from New York, if you're looking to be someplace else, all of the opportunities are going to be listed out by geographical area. But if we do have anyone who's interested in applying, we are currently recruiting for the stores executive intern for the Baton Rouge, Lafayette area, as well as the executive team leader. That would be our full-time role. So I have included a couple of QR codes here for you that you can easily take a picture and be directed directly to that application. And that is the Target presentation. Any questions?
Thank you, Jillian. We will have the Q&A session at the end of the program after all the presenters have made their presentations. But I do thank you for that great, valuable information. Again, students, we will have the Q&A after the presenters. So if you have any questions, jot those questions down so that you'll be able to ask questions to our presenters today. So next we're going to have Walgreens. Mr. Lee Jones will do a presentation. He's the district manager of the pharmacy and retail operations. So he'll go ahead and make his presentation now for Target.
Good morning. Hope everyone can hear me okay.
Yes.
I'm going to try to share my screen here, if that works. I was having issues earlier with it. Can you now see my screen, please? Thanks, Dr. Andrews, appreciate it. So just a brief overview of who we are. Walgreens, it's a multinational corporation in 22 different companies. Our company is actually Walgreens Boots Alliance. We have distribution manufacturing as part of our Alliance division, and Boots is our overseas drug divisions. And we have stores under that flagship name and well as others around the world. We are a unique corporation in the fact that the components we put together to make who we are don't exist on the scale in which to duplicate us any further. So it's interesting to see how we manage to do this and grow and make opportunities around the world for some of our team members. We actually take and share team members from the United States across to the UK and to Asia for exposure and experience to grow as far as taking over as part of the Global Boots Alliance platform. So our vision is we want to be the first choice for pharmacy, well-being, community, and beauty retailing. We actually own several beauty brands such as Number 7, Soap and Glory, those are actually Walgreens brands, on a brand called Naturals, which are Walgreens flagship brands. The idea is to be the first choice in retailing for beauty as well as pharmacy. And our goal is to help people across the world live better and healthier lives through the Walgreens touch. Our values, of course, are trust, care, innovation, partnership, and dedication. We like to build that we are a family that works together to make the world a better place through our community involvement and our commitments to each other, our team members, as well as our patients and guests. We have a division that's corporate social responsibility, which strictly focuses on what we give back to the community. We have a senior VP, Ornella, who is in charge of operating this, and it's how we reach out to make a difference in people's lives and our communities through our different programs. Some of the programs you may be aware of, such as Red Nose Day, that's a global platform now in which we raise money for children's charities, education, hunger, and poverty. We have Me to We, which builds schools in underdeveloped countries. We have the Get a Shot, Give a Shot, which for every immunization we give in our stores provides immunization somewhere to a child in need. We have food hunger programs. We have water programs where a percentage of the water products we sell in our Nice brand actually provides the opportunity to drill water wells in underdeveloped countries as well. We have Vitamin Angels, which for a percentage of our vitamin sales goes to support nutritional supplements also for children in need. So this is some of the things that go up under our CSR programs. Me to We is a great program to provide education, and it focuses on countries to where traditionally young women may not be or may not have the opportunities to grow in education. It's interesting to see where we have been able to develop, and actually some of these students in the past we've done this have now grown to be doctors and professors through the opportunities that Me to We has provided for them. Right now, our company is global, 8,100 Walgreens stores in the United States with 88 million Balance Rewards members, which takes advantage of Walgreens benefits. We serve over 8 million customers on a daily basis. So this a little bit of facts on Walgreens, 250,000 members in the Walgreens in across the 50 states and in Puerto Rico. And my slides is our brief history. We started in 1901 with Charles R. Walgreen. We've grown in innovations throughout the year, one of the first to bring self-service shopping to where you can actually pick up products and buy on your own without having to wait for a clerk to remove from a locked cabinet or behind a case. Innovated with drive-through pharmacies in the early 90s, global usage of technology such as satellite technology. At one point, we were the world's largest user of satellite technology outside the federal US government. And we've expanded from there into fiber optics. We are on our application platforms now across the world that allow us to communicate as one source. Our IT department, we actually have in-house writers that create our own programs to allow us to develop and create our platforms to serve our customers in a unique area. As again, we have over 240,000 in the communities we serve, $1 million donated to provide diversity into pharmacy schools, $779 million spent on minority and women-owned businesses. This is our target to grow and help develop. And 12% of our distribution center team members identify as people with disabilities. We actually created a program which allows those who are physically challenged to have fulfilling lives and are productive along with those so-called able-bodied. And we've actually shared that technology with other companies to make a difference. And those people who have opportunities that we may not have recognized in years gone by. And I'm going to click through some of this for time's sake for people. Opportunities at Walgreens. The retail industry is 1 in 4 jobs. Retail can be a career, not just a job. 70% of the retail members are full-time, so we are diverse as far as what the opportunities are within the stores and within our company. We have anywhere from the growth development in retail leadership, which is what the focus is for us recruiting with Southern, to pharmacy leadership, to IT, to logistics development, supply chain, There's a variety of opportunities within the company. There's a variety of internship opportunities also within the company by applying through Walgreens, through Walgreens.jobs. And so we have internships and externships that apply to pharmacy. Most of our externships apply towards the pharmacy field, where pharmacy students are pharmacy technician students, what allows them to earn school credits while working in our stores towards their degree and towards their development and growth to become pharmacy technicians and pharmacists. And the second step now for pharmacy technicians is actually called operations managers within our firm, to where now a pharmacy technician can move in to be a store leader and gain the opportunities to become a store manager out of the pharmacy department. And then our internships, as far as the CMI, it's a 10-week community management internship program. It is a paid development program for the interns for the summer. They will work side by side with a store manager, with a district manager, with our loss prevention and asset protection specialists, with our healthcare supervisors during that 10 weeks to learn about the different aspects of the leadership within the field. And they get true to life opportunities to understand what it's like to be a store manager for Walgreens and what that career path could be. They actually do presentations and projects all the way up to our director level to get exposure to that higher level of leadership and what it takes to be successful in a leadership role in Walgreens. There again, it is paid. We get discounts. It's real world experience, one-on-one mentoring. Like I said, they'll spend time with the store manager, district manager, and so on. And they get the real life experience of retail management. We also have entry-level positions that can be applied for through Walgreens.coms on LinkedIn, social media, then also through our Walgreens application tracking system at Walgreens website and /jobs or careers. And they can pick the geographic area they wish to be. For instance, in Louisiana, we have 8 geographic areas are identified as opportunities for internships that they can apply for directly into that area and be considered. So the student wants to travel back home for the summer months, they can still apply and participate in the internship opportunities in the state of Louisiana. And that is my presentation for Walgreens. Appreciate your time.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Jones, for that presentation. Like I said, we will have questions at the end of the presentations, but we're going to move right ahead to our next presenters, which is going to be from Domino's. We have Patrick, we have Tamara, and we have Gideon. And I would like to also say that Tamara and Gideon are Southern University alums. So we would like to welcome them, and we'll hear their presentation now.
Sorry, I was struggling to take myself off of mute. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can now.
Perfect. All right. So we are very excited to connect with each of you today to give you information about Domino's and the opportunities that exist around the United States. I'm Tamara Coleman, Manager of National Advertising. I'm also a proud graduate of Southern University and a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and was fortunate to be initiated into the Beta Psi chapter while in undergrad. I've been with Domino's almost 6 years, holding positions in several areas of the business. I started in field marketing, supporting our corporate stores in Nevada and Utah. Then I transitioned to our headquarters and took a specialist position on our national calendar and activation team. I then led the team and supported activation and marketing for our corporate stores, and now National Advertising Manager. I also lead our Black Employee Resource Group, BLITZ, Black Leaders Innovating, Strategizing, and Succeeding at Domino's. Joining me today, we have Patrice Feet, Director of Supply Chain, and Gideon Woodson-Levy, Manager of Supply Chain. They will introduce themselves later in the presentation in more detail. So today we'll take you through information about the brand, what we offer to undergrad and graduate students, benefits and perks, and then also how to apply. All right, I think we have that muted down.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry.
No worries at all. So Domino's is an innovative and growing brand that started its history over 60 years ago. Domino's was founded in 1960 by Tom Monahan in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and was originally named Dominick's. Domino's Pizza was privately owned by Tom Monahan until 1998, when he sold 93% of the company to private equity firm Bain Capital. In 2004, Domino's went public on the New York Stock Exchange under DPZ. Our current CEO is Richard Allison, and we're headquartered at Domino's Farms in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So our dominance and innovation has helped us expand our footprint to over 18,000 stores in over 90 markets. We have more than 350,000 franchise and corporate team members worldwide. Just a fun fact, we sell an average of 3 million pizzas a day globally. But our scope is just not in the United States, based in Michigan. We actually operate in 22 supply chain centers across the US, and one opening later this year in Indiana. So if you're interested in staying in the South, though, there are centers based in Baton Rouge, Houston, Dallas, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina, just to name a few. And although I did mention that we are mostly a franchise business, we do own and operate 375 corporate stores across 7 markets. And that's Nevada, Utah, Arizona, Texas, Florida, Virginia, and Maryland. So as you can see, there are opportunities across the United States. But I do want to give you some background on Domino's. We continue to be a work in progress brand. In 2008, our customers told us that our pizza wasn't the best, and it actually tasted like cardboard. That led us to making our pizza better. And so what you see here on your screen is feedback that we actually had posted in our kitchens to ensure we address the feedback head on, and then we responded with transparent, uncommon honesty. And so what I'm about to show you now is our new and inspired campaign, which turned the Domino's business around. So we do know that the technology likes to act a little funky, so I apologize if it does not show. If for some reason it doesn't show, you can also Google the Domino's Pizza turnaround to be able to see this campaign. So let's actually give it a shot.
Domino's pizza crust to me is like cardboard.
I hear what some folks are saying about our stuff. Your sauce tastes like ketchup. I mean, that hits you right in the heart.
Most companies hide the criticism, and we actually face it head on.
There comes a time when you know you've got to make a change. We improved everything. 40% more herbs in the sauce.
New shredded cheese with tons of flavor.
And a new garlic seasoning on the crust. We want everybody to try it.
The deal is 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $5.99 each. If you don't like it, we'll give you your money back.
All of it. Not half of it, all of it.
I did get a note saying that my internet connection is unstable. So I'm not sure if you were able to see that or not. But again, if you were not, feel free to Google the pizza turnaround and you can look at that ad there. So innovation is in our DNA at Domino's. Some popular innovations that you may have come across are Domino's Tracker, our loyalty program, Pizza the Pie Rewards, anywhere platforms that allow you to order from all types of devices, and most recent, Neuro, our autonomous delivery vehicle. We've been a dominant leader over the past decade in same-store sales with an average of 7.4%. We are the #1 pizza company in the world. So now you are probably trying to figure out how can you work for the #1 pizza company in the world. So what we offer, We provide paid internships and rotational programs in a wide range of placements across the organization. The next few slides will give more details into each. Then also based on performance during those internships, we will offer interns full-time roles after graduating. Outside of these internships, we also have entry-level positions that graduates can apply for as well. So each year, there's a 12-week summer internship for grad and undergraduate students. During this time, they are provided a project to work on throughout the duration of the internship, having the opportunity to present to executives, lunch and learns with leadership, volunteer opportunities, and even a mentorship program. And for 2022, we're actually still looking for interns in accounting, communications, marketing, operations, and supply chain. Our Global Operations Leadership Development Program is an immersive 4.5-year program for recent college graduates designed to prepare and develop our future strategic leaders. It's 6 rotations of increased complexity where participants will learn new skills, overcome challenges, and grow substantially as a leader. Participants can expect to relocate to various states throughout the duration of the program to complete their rotation. Our technology rotational program is a 2-year full-time program, 4 rotations, each approximately 6 months, giving participants a unique blend of technical and leadership development experiences. Rotational areas include e-commerce development, global store technology, business intelligence and analytics, and information security and infrastructure. This program is designed to transform top college graduates into future IT leaders and technologists. Now I'll turn it over to Patrice and Gideon to give you more information around supply chain.
Thank you, Tamara. Good morning, everyone. I'm Patrice Feet, and I'm the director for the Domino's Baton Rouge Supply Chain Center. I've been with Domino's for 1.5 years, and in my role, I oversee the entire supply chain operation in Baton Rouge, which includes customer service, accounting, maintenance, dough manufacturing, receiving, product loading and shipping, and delivery to nearly 200 Domino's stores in the South. So we have 2 amazing opportunities within supply chain for summer internships. One is right here in Baton Rouge, and the other one is in Katy, Texas, which is right outside of Houston. So these internships are a great way for students to gain experience in warehousing, transportation, quality assurance, and logistics. Each intern is given a project to work on for the summer with clear objectives to be met. And our interns actually present up to our executive leadership team, including our CEO. So in addition, our center interns just get a firsthand knowledge and experience in all aspects of supply chain. I can honestly say at Domino's, we work hard, but we also play hard. It's a very fast-paced but fun environment. So if you would like to get in on the fun, make sure you go to jobs.dominos.com to see what opportunities that we have available, not only at our supply chain centers, but at our stores and our corporate office in Michigan. So before I hand it over to our last presenter, I want to give you guys a quick highlight of some of our benefits and perks. So at Domino's, we are committed to supporting our team members' health and well-being. So some of our core benefits include medical, vision, dental, and prescription coverage. We also have a lot of voluntary plans and some awesome perks like education assistance if you want to further your education. And we have the best paid parental leave that I've ever seen. And then in addition to that, we have some awesome team member discounts. So it doesn't stop there. At Domino's, we know that we are made better together, and our company fosters inclusion and diversity because it's the right thing to do. So we have several employee resource groups committed to ensuring that we grow and win together. And like Tamara, I am a member of BLISS, and I lead the career and internal development committee. And on that committee, we're focused on ensuring that we're supporting the recruitment efforts of Black talent. And we're also supporting that talent once they start at Domino's. So we're supporting their careers by creating impactful networking and mentorship opportunities, workshops, and safe spaces for them to just work through any challenges that they may have. So now I'm going to turn it over to Gideon, and he's going to close out our Domino's presentation.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Gideon Woodson-Levy. I am the warehouse manager. I actually oversee the receiving and inbound operations. I'm actually extremely excited to speak to you guys. I'm also extremely nervous. I see a lot of familiar names on there, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the best that I can. But immediately after your graduation, I received a position with Domino's. I was 23 years old. I didn't have any experience prior. So, you know, the support system that Domino's has and that they provide to ensure your success is something that I've never experienced. Within my tenure there, I've been there 2 years, going on 3 in September. I've been promoted. I was promoted at 25, which made me the youngest team lead in Domino's history. With that, there's also been other opportunities. I was able to go to Georgia, Texas. I went to Michigan. I'm from Ohio, so you know Michigan. I mean, I guess I can't complain because I got a chance to go to a place I've never been. But I also was able to afford. I was also afforded the opportunity to send other team members and other people under my department to go and experience different opportunities, whether it was support or just training at another facility. So one of the things that I will say about the company is that they do make it a point to take care of the people that they hire and to ensure the success of you as a new leader and as a new team member. So those are some things that that have made me successful, and those are some things that have kept me with the company. And I guess I'll go ahead and end it by saying, you know, if you guys want to go ahead and if you guys are interested, again, apply on jobs.domino's and also follow us on LinkedIn. And that is the end of our presentation. We'll wait for questions at the end.
Okay, thank you, Tamara, Gideon, and Patrice for your presentation for Domino's. As I mentioned earlier, there was a ton of information, opportunities in all those presentations. And we are now at the point where we will have the students to chime in and ask any questions they may have for any of these companies. I'm pretty sure you have some questions. So now is your time to ask. If you would like to put in the chat, I can also read from the chat for you if you would feel more comfortable doing that. So now is your time to ask questions.
Hi, yes, my name is Bria Anderson. I have a question about the Domino's supply chain internships. Now, I know y'all really didn't specify on it, but you don't have to be have like a supply chain minor or anything to apply for it, right?
No, not necessarily, Bria. So one of the great things about Domino's is, you know, we do interviews, we look at resumes, and we hire people sometimes that don't have experience. You know, this internship, since it is such a short period, you know, we want to make sure that whoever the candidate is, they can work on the project and relate to what we're looking for. But you don't necessarily have to have a specific supply chain major, no.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the students?
Hey, I'm Shaniqua, and I want to know what do you have to be like can you be a freshman getting an internship?
So I'll speak for Domino's. So we offer undergrad and graduate internships. So yes, we do offer some to freshmen. It just depends on what is open at the time.
Yeah, and I can speak on behalf of Target. So we typically look for juniors that are going to their senior Year for this upcoming summer of 2022, we'd be looking for August of 2022 to May 2023 grads, but we do love to connect with freshmen early on in your career, and even invite you to attend different events that we have, so then when you do become eligible, we love to be able to consider you at that time.
For Walgreens, we're looking for basically incoming junior or incoming senior, so it'd be 2023 grad or 2024.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the students?
Yes, my name is Spencer Williams. I'm a senior business management major. And my question was, what resources do you provide interns to help them succeed?
So, and I'm gonna let Gideon chime in, because before we opened our summer internship position in Baton Rouge, I told him that if we get an intern, he's owning it. So, I'm gonna help, but it's really gonna be his baby and his project. But I mean, we have a lot of resources at Domino's. So for our actual leaders that start with us, we have learning maps that help train them and help them self-guide their own development. But here we'll pair you up with someone that's kind of like your buddy to act as a mentor for you. We have LinkedIn Learning that is available for all of our employees to help you brush up on any skills that you may need. But we just really have a great leadership team. So that's really going to be the backbone. And those are the people that are going to help you be successful along the way for that 12-week program here.
Yeah, and to add on to that too, with our Global Operations Leadership Development Program, so I mentioned earlier that that's 4.5 years. So just to kind of give you guys an idea of that rotation, we actually have people to start off in our stores as assistant managers, work their way up to general managers, and then take on various supervisor roles. Some take the track of human resources, some have taken the track of marketing, some have taken the track of operations. So during that 4.5 years, you truly have the support needed to determine how you want to grow with the brand. Domino's is known for truly like having people start at the bottom and work their way up. Most of our franchisees actually started off as delivery drivers. So the opportunities are endless here at Domino's, and we are dedicated to supporting all of our team members.
At Walgreens, as mentioned in my presentation, we have a mentor that's set up for the interns coming in. It is a 10-week structured program where there actually be projects you'll work with partners from other schools as part of the presentations and learning. There's also working directly with the district managers, healthcare supervisors, asset protection managers, and partnership with them, as well as interactive online ordering modules that go through as part of the 10-week program. And it's meant to give you a full overview of what it's like to go in our positions. An example is I started with Walgreens when I was 20 years old. I was still going to University of Central Florida. I was promoted to store manager at 22, then became a district manager, and I've had several different locations since then. I've just celebrated my 40th year with Walgreens. So there's a lot of rewards coming up through, as mentioned, starting at the bottom and working your way up.
Yeah, and Target, kind of similar to Walgreens and Domino's, like pretty similar. So what we try to do is, so for any of our interns who accept offers with us, we really want to start engaging with you and getting you connected with, different like leaders. So we do like LinkedIn groups for our interns. We have like a pre-hub with different resources just to kind of help get you ready for your first day with us. And then once you actually start the internship, our interns actually have learning plans that are broken down by each week, and it will help guide you as to what you should be focused on. You're also going to have a mentor that you'll be having a weekly status with, where they're going to be talking about like your performance, working with you on your development, providing you with feedback. You're also going to have the opportunity to connect with the store director. That would be your manager during the internship for some periodic check-ins to talk about your performance and development as well. And then our interns also will have a guided conversation the first few weeks of the program with their district senior director, which is like a district manager. And then also at the end of the summer as well, they'll get to lead them on a final store visit. But Target, we also offer some other opportunities for our interns to connect with various leaders. So, whether that's at the regional level and getting to connect with our regional vice president of HR, Brian Cornell, our CEO, he always does something with our interns as well. And we also do some other development series as well during the internship.
Thank you.
Okay, we do have a question in the chat. This question is for Gideon. It says, what was the hardest part about your first few years and transition into your role at Domino's? Given that you did not have a prior work experience, was there a learning curve? And if so, how did you overcome it? That question is for Gideon.
All right, that's actually a really good question. In all transparency, when I first started, it was extremely hard. There was a huge learning curve. Going into management after never being in management is a hard thing. And then especially being young, one of the biggest obstacles that I faced being young was that, people that's been there, people who are older than me had a hard time wrapping their heads around a young guy like me coming in, and you have to train me and teach me different things and help me understand the systems. So that was really one of my biggest obstacles my first year. But what I will say, the same things that you use in school, the same tools that you use to get through school, the same tools that you're going to use in the workplace to be successful. One thing that I will say, similar to what Patrice was saying, I had a lot of support from tenure leaders that I would go to and get advice from. How do I handle certain situations? They were there for all the support that I needed. I had sit downs with Patrice on a day-to-day basis, sit downs with my operations manager. Before she was an operations manager, a lot of the experience that I gained was through her work experience, So those were the biggest things. It was literally just grit and determination that helped me overcome it. The desire to be successful, and that's really all you really need. As long as you have that, I don't see any reason why you can't be successful at doing anything that you set your mind to.
Thank you.
Okay, we may have time for maybe one more question. Is there a faculty or staff that would like to ask a question? Oh, we have one here in the chat from Dr. Tuku. You want to go first, Dean, or you would like for me to go ahead?
I had a question I wanted to ask all three of them, if you don't mind, in terms of how has COVID impacted their overall recruiting efforts, and what do they see in terms of the outcomes, in terms of how we're going to move forward in terms of after the epidemic is over?
I can kick it off for Domino's specifically. So with that, our internships will be hybrid at the World Resource Center. So Tuesdays and Thursdays in office. In regards to just our recruitment efforts in general, we are still moving, head first with bringing, new talent in. Our business, the pandemic actually cause a very severe spike in sales. So we're actually continuing to grow as a brand and always looking for fresh, new talent and new perspectives to bring to the brand.
And I'll just add one thing onto that, just from the supply chain center aspect of things. Recruiting is always hard for labor-intensive work. And leading groups of people who are hourly team members or our drivers, who work very hard is difficult, right? So we have, during COVID especially, been even more careful about who we hire, ensuring that, we're hiring people who, number one, know what they're getting into. We don't close. So supply chain, we're always open. We do not close. COVID hasn't stopped us. but we make sure that we are talking to our candidates as well as our team members about COVID on a daily basis, ensuring that they know we have a lot of measures in place to keep them safe so they don't have to be worried. And that was a big thing when COVID first started, is making sure that people understood if they do take a job here, that we are committed to ensuring they are safe and they're healthy and they have a safe and a healthy work environment. And we're continuing that today. So like Tamara said, we're full speed ahead, and nothing has stopped here at Domino's. And yeah, we're still recruiting.
And to chime in just a little bit more, all of the leaders at Domino's, we are very dedicated and passionate about getting a pipeline of HBCU talent. So if you are interested in Domino's, the time is now. We want that pipeline of HBCUs. So definitely, go to jobs.domino's.com and see about potentially joining the team.
For Walgreens, the change the pandemic has brought is actually increased the need for leadership and strengthened recruiting as our business has grown and as we've changed and we've created new positions within our company as a result of the needs due to the pandemic. We promote, of course, healthy practices within our stores, with our operation offices, and there's actually divisions now that handle all these different tasks and different areas that are required as a result of the pandemic. The patient care needs have certainly increased, and as our business opportunities, both on-site and off-site, to care for those who may not be able to visit a pharmacy or a doctor's office to seek care. So this has increased opportunities for our team members to branch outside the four walls of Walgreens. And so the type of recruiting has changed with that to have a lot more of the independent thinkers, things such as that can operate outside the norm inbox. As far as the recruiting connections, the pandemic has made it much more difficult, I think, to get the one-on-ones and have the ability to do the connections while students are in school. But we are still trying to do that as participating in this and trying to reach out and and let them know the opportunities to grow within our company. So it has made it a slightly more challenge for getting the recruits we desire.
Yeah, and I would say, for Target as well, obviously with COVID being an essential retailer, we've been growing and we've been doing a ton of recruiting at the campus and also the experience level for our stores. So our stores are still open. We are in person for our full-time and our internship opportunities, but we've definitely taken the health and safety of our team members and our guests very seriously. So you probably have seen in our stores, we've kind of transitioned and, we have the plexiglass and the increased cleaning within our buildings, and our team members all wear masks, and providing different resources, for those, whether it's, free COVID tests for our teams, or, giving everyone masks that they can have and bring home, or even just the benefits for our team, especially, working moms and dads who, your kids are home from school and trying to just kind of manage it. So we've definitely increased our benefits there as well, with backup childcare and, different bonuses and things like that for our team members. From a recruiting perspective, we have transitioned just this semester into more of like a hybrid model. So depending on the school and, the state and the circumstance, we are doing some in-person events, and we're still doing the virtual events as well. And also just really doing some Target-owned events that we're actually been able to open up to students at some of those schools that we haven't typically recruited at. So I anticipate we'll probably be continuing on with that hybrid model, and hopefully COVID will be over soon, because I know our teams are dying to get back on campus.
Okay, we're going to squeeze in one last question. It's from Dr. Tuku. If you guys could just give a 1 minute or less response to this question. His question is, what are the basic technical or academic skills that you expect from our students to secure an internship or position?
Well, I can answer for Domino's. So for an internship position in supply chain, like I said, we have them assigned to a project. So we're looking for people who are critical thinkers, who can actually work on and complete a project within that 12 weeks. So great communication skills, independent workers, because some of that work is going to be with them figuring out solutions to problems. So I would say the big ones are hardworking, communication, critical thinking, and self-starters.
I would say for target. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you know, for Target, I think the biggest piece that we're really looking for is some sort of like leadership, you know, being able to work in teams. So that teamwork and collaboration is extremely important. You know, also being able to be adaptable, working in that fast-paced environment. You know, we can teach the retail side and the processes, but it's really those, you know, skills that people could kind of bring over to Target. I would also say those who are curious and are open to feedback. You know, we're a very, you know, performance-driven company. I like to say we have a feedback-rich culture. So, you know, we're going to provide feedback and really help, you know, kind of develop. So being curious, asking questions, and really focusing on your own development as well.
And for Walgreens, I could say a lot of the same characteristics that were mentioned for Domino's and Target, but also it's the caring for others, which is a huge part of our corporate culture, that we want to make sure that the team members we bring on care for those they work with, those patients and customers we serve, and want to build it as an environment where everyone has the opportunity to grow within the organization. So part of being a leader is not just your self-development, but what do you do to help those around you, and how do you help them find and achieve their goals? So that desire to help others succeed is a huge part of our ask of our team members.
Jasmine, can I chime in a little bit?
Yes, very quickly, Dr. Tuku.
Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, thank you for all the feedback about just, you know, the expectation from our students. Any technical school, just, you know, related to technology or something, so that we can focus on those things in training our students and make them more marketable and competent. That was the question. Thank you.
So for Domino's, I can't speak specifically to technical skills, because most of those positions are at our corporate office in Michigan, in our IT department. So what they would be looking for, I have no idea. So I can't, I don't know that you have anyone on here from Domino's that could tell you that. Tamara, maybe you have a little bit more insight.
Yeah, I can chime in a little bit. So really looking for well-rounded technical experts. So within our internships, it's rotational areas. So in e-commerce development, global store technology, business intelligence and analytics, and information security and infrastructure. So truly looking for someone that can come in and potentially, we're kind of a flat organization. So we look for people that can kind of move around a bit. So really trying to have those more well-rounded types of IT skills.
Okay, well, thank you all so very much for your questions and your responses. We are crunching for time as usual. I did have a couple of students that wanted to know the QR codes. If you all could put those in the chat, or at the end, just show those QR codes again for our students to be able to apply for the opportunities. But we're gonna go ahead and move right on ahead to Ms. Montgomery. She is the Career Services Director for our Career Services Center here on campus, and she's going to talk briefly about the Spring 2022 career fair that's going to be occurring later in this month. Ms. Montgomery?
Good afternoon. Thank you so much to the College of Business for having us to talk to you briefly this morning about the Career Services Center here at Southern University A&M College. And of course, my name is Tamara Foster Montgomery, and I serve as the director for the Career Services Center here. And thank you again to Dean Andrews and his entire staff for always accommodating our corporate sponsors who come on our campus to recruit our students. Our upcoming career fair will be held virtually on Handshake on February 23rd from 10 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. Right now, we have about 50 companies that are registered, and we want to encourage all of our students in the College of Business to register your Handshake account and upload your information into the system. All of our students cannot participate in this career fair opportunity unless you have your Handshake account. Every student on the SUBR campus has a Handshake account. You have to go into your sus.edu email to claim your account if you have not done so already. We're here to serve you and offer you support here in the Career Services Center that's located in T.H. Harris Hall, Suite 1100. If you have difficulty logging in and you need to reset your password for any reason. And again, that career fair will take place on February 23rd from 10 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. And we're excited again to host this virtually. Unfortunately, we were planning to host this in person, but due to COVID, we had to pivot again. So we look forward to helping you and assisting you with the virtual career fair. Do I have any questions at this time?
Ms. Montgomery, can you also just quickly add about your Dress for Success opportunity at JCPenney, when that will be held?
Sure, that will be held on February 20th. You will get an email regarding that information. We're working on some more details, Ms. Banks, regarding an opportunity for those students to also have a virtual experience as well. So once we receive that information from JCPenney's, we will forward that directly to you so that you can share that information with the College of Business. But again, it will be held on February 20th, and usually it's held at 6 o'clock, but due to the time changes, that's what we've been working on. It will be held at 5 o'clock p.m.
Thank you. And as Ms. Montgomery said, if you have any other questions for her regarding the career fair or how to register for Handshake, she is located in T.H. Harris Hall, and she and her staff are more than welcome to assist you with that. Next in our program, we're going to go ahead and have Mr. Christopher Levy. He is representing financial aid. He has a few announcements he wants to share with the students, so he's going to briefly share those announcements with you all right now. Mr. Levy?
Good afternoon. Thanks, Mrs. Banks. Again, I am Mr. Levy with the Office of Student Financial Aid, where we do strive to educate, motivate, and advocate for our student scholars here at Southern University. I bring you greetings on behalf of our Executive Director, Ms. Tashika Davis, as well as our Associate Director, Ms. Consuela Dozier. Again, I am the Scholarship Coordinator here within the office and a proud graduate of the College of Business and with a BS in Marketing and Professional Sales. I do encourage each of our students right now to scan our QR code here that takes us directly to our link tree. And this link tree has a host of resources and scholarship opportunities available that we do update weekly. So if you're ever looking for scholarship opportunities and don't know where to start, definitely start here on our link tree. Have you completed your FAFSA? So the FAFSA is open for the fall 2022 through the summer 2023 session. It opens every October 1st annually, right? So if you are coming in the summer, you'll still be utilizing the current FAFSA, which is the 2021-2022 FAFSA. But again, the fall FAFSA, the fall semester, you will need to have on file a 2022-2023 FAFSA that does utilize the tax year of 2022. Of course, our SUBR school code is 00-2025. So have you handled your business? Guys, we do encourage you to get your FAFSA in as early as possible. That way we can begin to process the FAFSA and let you know if there's anything that is needed on your on your end for us to do what we need to do to make sure you're eligible for aid and process your aid timely. If you do have any external scholarships that are coming in within the office utilizing a check or money order, we definitely want to make sure that you are knowledgeable of the mailing address. Our PO box is 9961. We do have or have had some instances where the checks have gone to different PO boxes on campus. And of course, that does delay the processing time to getting that check onto your account. So if you utilize this PO box, then we can get your check or money order process timely in terms of your external scholarship. And then definitely make sure that it is paid to the Audit of Southern University A&M College and member with your student ID and name, especially if you have a common name. And then what's new here within the Office of Student Financial Aid, we will be rolling out our new financial services platform, which is Campus Logic. It is an artificial intelligence tool. The first of the 4 platforms that will be products, the student forms, that's going to take the place of dynamic forms for us. So we will be going completely paperless and getting rid of dynamic forms in terms of the Office of Financial Aid. So student forms is definitely a more user-friendly platform. Then we also will have Campus Communicator, where you will see your award letter come out looking differently. It is definitely more visually pleasing and able to read more better for yourself as well. And then we have the virtual advisor. The virtual advisor will definitely use the AI tool. So you can go into the virtual advisor when it is live and ask general questions. What's my GPA? How many scholarships have I been awarded? Has my verification process been completed? Is there anything that I need to turn into the financial aid office? General questions like that will be loaded within the virtual advisor. And then most importantly, I am very excited about Scholarship Universe. It is our scholarship matching portal. So it's not a scholarship search, it's actually going to match. Again, as I said, Campus Logic is a artificial intelligence tool. So it will pull your data from Banner. As it integrates with Banner, Scholarship Universe can read your GPA, your major, and other personal information that can then let you know what scholarships within Scholarship Universe, which will be loaded with over 30,000 external scholarships. So once you have loaded or gotten your Scholarships Universe account loaded, you will then see automatically how many scholarships are out there that you qualify for. And then it also gives you a total of opportunity that you do qualify for. So, but you will still have to apply for each of those scholarships one by one. And then February is Financial Aid Awareness Month. And this month we will be partnering with the student organizations within the College of Business to host our Young, Gifted, and Broke series that will focus on the student debt crisis. So definitely save the date for February 17th, 2022, and we will have more information coming out on that. I will give it back to you, Ms. Banks, unless there's any questions for me.
Thank you, Mr. Levy, for sharing that financial aid information, because I definitely do get a lot of questions about financial aid, a lot of phone calls. So we do appreciate you for sharing this information and updating our students on what to expect in the coming academic year. I would love to open up for questions, Roy, but I'm pretty sure we will go over time. So the students will be able to contact you via the QR code that you shared, correct?
Yes, that QR code does have a link for our contact information as well.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
So we do try our best to make sure our students are exposed to opportunities outside the College of Business, for instance, the internships and scholarships that you heard about from our presenters. But we also get a lot of questions and from students pertaining to opportunities within the College of Business. So I have on the program, I would like to have the student representatives. I think I saw some on the call, student representatives for different organizations we have here in the College of Business. So if you would give a 15-second pitch about your organization and how you can join the organization and things that you do within your organization. I think I saw a couple of our representatives on the call. So you can unmute and take the floor at this time.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Lanicia Turner, a graduating senior with a major in finance and concentrating in risk management and insurance. And I serve as president of the Southern University chapter of the National Association of Black Accountants, also known as NABA. So NABA is known for representing the interests of over 200,000 Black professionals and helping to further their educational and professional goals in accounting, finance, and other related business professions. So with that being said, if you're interested in joining NABA, please join us for our first general body meeting of the semester next Wednesday, February 16th at 5 p.m. via Zoom. So it's open to all majors. So if you're interested, just send me a direct message here, and that includes your email address and your name of that nature. And also I will forward you that information if you're interested. Thank you.
Thank you, Lanicia. Are there any other representatives on the call? I know I'd seen Lanicia here. That's why okay, here's Ms. Somo. Okay.
Hello, you guys. My name is Neo Sumo. I'm the finance president for this school year. I'm a senior finance major in concentration in risk and insurance. And I'm the president of the finance club. So our club is mainly about financial literacy, scholarships, and networking. So if you guys are interested in joining our club, please leave your email in the chat and I will forward you guys the information.
Thank you, Neo. Are there any other representatives on the call before we move on to our next segment?
Ms. Banks, you're muted.
Thank you, Dean, because I was talking away. I was just saying for our student organization representatives, please leave your contact information in the chat so the students can contact you if they're interested in your organization. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this forum up, and we're going to hear from our chairs of the departments. First, we have Dr. Derek Warren. He is the MBA Director and Associate Dean for the College of Business, and he is going to share with you about the MBA program, as well as other opportunities that he has for you guys to engage in. Dr. Warren?
Thank you, Ms. Banks. Thank you, Dean. A special thanks and shout out to all of our companies that are represented on the call today. Needless to say, your support of Southern University and specifically the Southern University College of Business is so greatly appreciated. I know I speak on behalf of Dean and myself, as well as our faculty, staff, and all of us, and our special students. This is important, and all of the insight that you've given us is also extremely important. I'm going to share very quickly. I have about 100 slides, Ms. Banks. I'm going to try to do all of them in 5 minutes or less. So we are about to get on it and show how to do this very quickly. So all seriousness, I have about 20 slides, and I'm still going to try to do those in about 5 minutes. Let me just get my screen straight here for you. For those of you who may not know, I am Derek Warren, the Associate Dean and Director of Graduate Programs for the only historically Black college and university system in the world, Southern University. This has been a wonderful, wonderful experience for me now leading this program. Most of you I've come in contact with in some shape, form, or fashion through my role as Director of Alumni Affairs. I'm transitioning, of course, out of that role. And so I did have a couple of questions that I want to ask about alumni opportunities so that I could share it with our alums accordingly as they would be very interested. Very quickly, why do you need an MBA? You all may know the answer to that question. An MBA is the most recognized and prestigious professional degree in the world, and specifically an MBA from Southern University's College of Business helps you balance a business education with real world application. Also, Southern's MBA is the only HBCU MBA in the state of Louisiana. This talks a little bit about the College of Business. I'll go into our program vision, which many of you know. We are an accredited MBA program and an accredited College of Business, high quality business education that has employed individuals from around the world. You heard and saw some of our illustrious alums even today speaking to you about their opportunities and how Southern University prepared them for their careers. This is our mission, of course: leadership preparation, teaching, training, helping you to perform engaged scholarship. Currently in the MBA program, we offer 3 flavors, as I like to call it. We have our traditional SU MBA, which is face-to-face. We have our MBA online. And then we have our partnership with the Southern University Law Center, our JD MBA, all very great established programs, and our graduates are leveling up as they go through that program accordingly. Along with those programs, there are 5 specializations in accounting, entrepreneurship, finance, human resources management, and supply chain management. This just gives you a hint that if you're in the College of Business, you are where it's at. You see here from an undergrad business standpoint, graduate business standpoint, the demand for these degrees top all other areas. And my undergrad is in computer science. even though I was computer science with a business option. So I spent all of my time when I was in computer science here in TT Lane acquiring those business skills, which I later went and applied as a member of the IBM team. This talks to our College of Business Graduate Council, our illustrious faculty, which helps set us apart. And this is the list of those faculty that are teaching in our graduate programs. We are so thankful for them. They help make this program what it is, the great program it is. We also have our support team, Ms. Jennifer Caldero and Ms. Mary Carr Marshall, who really just work hand and foot in support of our MBA students and other graduate students. This talks about our admission. I won't go through that. It's all on the website. I'm going to zoom through this. We do offer provisional admission and conditional admission, and this gives a little bit about it. Again, I'll put the link in the chat since I know Ms. Banks is going to keep me on task with time. So again, GMAT GRE, we do offer waivers for students who meet certain criteria. You see the criteria here attached. Again, this talks about our academic requirements. Again, you do require business foundational courses, which are shown here. I also wanted to, Dean always wants me to mention this, Ms. Banks wants me to mention that we have a partnership with IBM where we offer certain career tracks in 8 in-demand skill areas. These skill areas include artificial intelligence, blockchain, cloud computing, cybersecurity, data science, design thinking, Internet of Things, IoT, and quantum computing. And each and every student within the Southern University system, which for this spring, I just heard from Dr. Belton, we have over 8,000 students on our Baton Rouge campus alone. So that's an increase in enrollment. You'll probably hear a little bit more about that once the announcement goes out. I'm giving you a preview of that. But all of those students, in addition to faculty and staff, have access to these high demand skilled areas. And I'll put a link in the chat as well that'll help get you to those skill areas. But you do have free access to these courses. And I encourage each and every one of you on this call to consider leveling up and getting one of these skills. These skills offer badges, digital badges that look great on your resume. And you heard from our corporate representatives today, several of them mentioned data science, data analytics. Several of them mentioned artificial intelligence. They mention how these things are being used in supply chain, cybersecurity. So these are things that you should consider accessing. So the courses are self-paced, offered 24/7. They're in, some of the self-course paces include areas of data science, artificial intelligence, security, and cloud. There are foundational courses that you can access immediately. The intermediate and advanced courses are accessed through a request to my office. So this just talks about the courses. They include videos, case studies, and simulations. And again, I reiterate, and I'm speaking quickly, but I reiterate, each and every one of you on this call, along with faculty, staff, from even our custodial staff, as long as they have a Southern University ID, can access this valuable course content and material. So just wanted you aware of that. Tuition, how to apply, all those things Mr. Levy can help you with. Again, our contact information for our MBA program is through Ms. Marshall and Ms. Caldero. We really want to encourage you to consider an MBA. It is an MBA for the working professional, so you can get your job at Domino's, Target, or Walgreens and still pursue your MBA in the evening through our program. It's designed for the working professional. With that, I will stop sharing and turn things back over to Ms. Banks. I told you, Ms. Banks, I'd get through those 20 slides quickly.
You did great. Thank you so much, Dr. Warren, for that presentation. And we're going to go ahead and move right along. Dr. Gabriel, who is going to speak with you briefly about the Department of Accounting, Finance, and Economics. Dr. G?
Yes, good afternoon. Let me share my quick, let me say, presentation about my Department of Accounting, Finance, and Economics. Well, my department is located in room 218 of TTLN Hall. And you see the contact information, my name and Ms. Holmes. I have also the list of faculty in both accounting and finance. First, I would like, to share with you information, our degree program. Well, the mission of the department is to provide students with broad education in accounting, finance, and economics, and also advance the necessary skills and techniques in these fields. And as part of the College of Business our department emphasizes innovative teaching, research, and professional service. And it offers, 2 degree programs. One is in accounting and the other one is in finance. Well, the accounting program was established with a growing demand to meet the growing demand for highly qualified professionals in many specialized areas of accounting. The program provides a professional education to prepare students for careers in public accounting, corporate accounting, financial management, and a variety of careers that demand a high level of proficiency in accounting. So this is a 4-year degree program, and we also encourage scholarly professional education that contributes to the advancement of accounting theory and practice. Well, in addition, I may say, to the degree program, we also will prepare our students, to take some additional courses and prepare for the certified public accounting, the CPA, certified management accounting, CMA, and certified internal auditing. So our program prepare our students, to have the foundation and pursue, for these certificate programs. Well, in the accounting program requires 124 credit hours, and you all know that the core accounting course are 27 credit hours. Also, the requirement is a grade of C and above. The other degree program that we have is the finance degree program. This is also a fast-growing, program, and you all know that the career in finance will place you as in the epicenter of the business here in the US. Globally, finance graduates garner some of the top starting salaries among all business fields. Career in finance are numerous. I think you all know it, especially in the area of insurance, financial institutions, investment analysis, financial planning, security analysis, portfolio management, treasury management, and real estate, and many others. So there is high demand, for graduates in the finance degree program. The curriculum for finance is also the same as that of accounting, with the 27 credit hours that are required, to take the finance courses to meet the requirement for finance. The other that I also want to let you know about my department is that we have 2 very strong student organizations, and we always also try to align our students with the movers and shakers of community. So we have the first one, the NABA, the National Association of Black Accountants. I'm sure my student, Lenisha, she told us about NABA. And NABA is also not only a small organization, it is a big organization, national. So our student NABA group, they attend annual conference that are held in Atlanta, sometimes also in Texas. The other one is Finance and Economics Club. And my student, Ms. Sumo, she made an introduction. In addition to that one, also we have what you call the Student Ambassadors in Financial Literacy. We established this one last year, and our student ambassadors were, they accomplished a lot of, assignments related to personal finance and financial literacy. They provide training. And one of our students, that is Lenisha, she was, recognized as the top student ambassadors for 2020 and 2021 academic year. In this financial literacy student ambassadors, I think somewhere between 12 and 15 schools participate. And Lenisha was rated as the top, financial literacy, ambassador for. So I'm very proud for her accomplishment. The other one that I also want to talk is about scholarship. We offer scholarship to our students, both finance and accounting. We have, the Jindia Foundation Scholarship established by our former department chair, that is Dr. Jindia, the late Dr. Jindia. And then also we have the Department of Insurance Scholarship. In addition to that one, also we have the Gale and the Bluff scholarship that we offer to our students. So we encourage our students to apply for those scholarships. And then the last one that I also want to bring to your attention is we established good, I would say, working relationship with many other companies, including the ones that made the presentation today. So some of our students, they got internship with PwC, Dow Chemical, Walmart, Morgan Stanley. In fact, Morgan Stanley also helped us to develop a course in finance, as well as Wells Fargo. Both Morgan Stanley and Wells Fargo are now working with us in developing the Series 7 program for our students. And also we established a good relationship with Alliant Insurance Service. In fact, Alliant Insurance Service are now providing internship for 4 of our students starting this academic year. And also we are very thankful to the Louisiana Department of Insurance, who are very strong supporters of our finance program that is a concentration in risk management and insurance. And also ExxonMobil is also another strong supporter of our program. So if you need some additional information, feel free to contact me. And my office is in room 218. That is my presentation, Ms. Banks, and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. G, for sharing with the students. We're going to go ahead and finish it up with Dr. Powell Deloach with the Department of Management and Marketing. You're muted, Dr. Deloach.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so good afternoon. Hope you all are doing well. My name is Kimberly Powell Deloach. I serve as Department of Management and Marketing Interim Chair. We have esteemed faculty in the College of, or in the Department of Management and Marketing, and I will talk about them very shortly. And we also have our support person, Ms. Latrinka Cook, who serves as Administrative Coordinator 3 for the Department of Management and Marketing. So the programs that we have in the department include management, the Bachelor of Science in Management with certain concentrations in human resource management, supply chain management, and entrepreneurship. We also have a degree in marketing, Bachelor of Science in Marketing with a concentration in professional sales. Some of the companies that our students work for who have gone through the Department of Management and Marketing. Those include, for example, IBM, Microsoft, LinkedIn, Boeing, Sam's Club, Procter & Gamble, 3M, and Domino's, just to name a few. The faculty within the Department of Management and Marketing as of spring 2022. And what I did was I broke down the faculty in terms of their title. There's some of their specialty areas, because our faculty have quite a few, and also their contact information. So you can see some of our faculty include Dr. Warren steps in and helps us from time to time. I'm also in the department. We have Dr. Stephen Gyros. We have Dr. Albert Clark, Dr. Mysore Ramaswamy, Dr. George Kirk. We also have Dr. Graham Kotzer, Dr. Sua. We have Ms. Patterson. And also, I want to just note that students often have questions as it relates to graduation, and Ms. Patterson helps us substantially in that area. We have Dr. Ikanoye, who's serving as part-time faculty. Also, we have Ms. Caldero, who serves as our part-time faculty as well. We have Ms. Candace Perilou as part-time faculty, Mr. Lester Pusho. And we also have Mr. Brian Adams, Ms. Naiji, Mr. Sarkar, and Mr. Daryl Johnson. Students often want to know about our scholarship opportunities. Dr. Gabriesus mentioned about Gala on the Bluff. We also have Top JAGS scholarships available.
We also have the Terry Bacon Scholarship that's currently available. If you're following the College of Business on social media, this particular flyer is posted on social media. It's also in a number of the classrooms, it's on the wall. So please be sure to take advantage of this opportunity because it's $3,000. $3,000. We also have, as one of our organizations here in the College of Business, is Beta Gamma Sigma. It is our International Honor Society. You are actually invited to be a member. Here are just some of the benefits that are afforded to those students who are invited to be a member. And let me say that you want to know how to become a member. Here's how. We extend membership during the fall and spring semesters. You're invited to become a member provided you meet the following guidelines, and those guidelines are listed below for our undergraduates, being the top 10% of the junior and senior class. We have found that on average, the typical grade point average cutoff is 3.4. So therefore, work on those GPAs because this is a very well-known and recognized organization. It is a global organization, and you want to be a part of this organization because there are many benefits associated with it. One thing that I do want to share very, very briefly, because we need to debunk some of the myths that are floating around the College of Business as it relates to internships and scholarship opportunities. Very briefly, myth number one, I'm not going to attend the career fair or apply for any internships or scholarships because my GPA is less than 3.0. You'll actually be surprised. We have a number of companies who are open to students with a GPA less than 3.0. So don't discount the career fair because your GPA is not where it should be. Myth number two, I'll worry about employment when I'm about to graduate. Well, that can present some problems as well, because what we're finding is that a number of our students who are scheduled to graduate currently, now they're in a rush to try to find a position. And our companies oftentimes want to provide internships to our students when they're juniors. Therefore, please take advantage of our internship opportunities because often at the junior level, at least, because what you'll find is that with these internships, employment, you do well and an employment opportunity will be offered to you. Myth number three, I'm not worried about internships or employment opportunities because I'm going to be an entrepreneur. We strongly support entrepreneurship in the College of Business, but you may need a full-time position in order to get that money up, as well as to enhance your skill set to help you be an even better entrepreneur. Myth number four, I'm not going to the career fair or applying for that internship because I don't have the technological skills they want. Well, guess what? Dr. Warren talked about those technological skills, and we have so many different opportunities here in the college to obtain certifications, to obtain badges. In addition to the IBM Skills Academy, we have different certifications and badges in digital marketing, for example. If you want to stay connected with the college, Ms. Banks will provide the social media information for the College of Business, I'm sure at the conclusion of our forum. But also, if you want to stay in touch with me, because I do have work-related social media platforms in which I post opportunities. I've posted the Terry Bacon Scholarship opportunity on my social media platform. Here are all of my different platforms. Feel free to stay in touch with me. I look forward to working with each and every one of you, and have a great day and have a wonderful semester. Ms. Banks.
Thank you so much, Dr. Deloach, for your presentation. And I would also like to just thank all of our program presenters, Target, Walgreens, Domino's for presenting to our students, for showing interest in our students. I would also like to thank our faculty and staff for their continuous support. And to our students, thank you all for joining and taking the time to seize the opportunity. And we're gonna now, oh, I want to direct your attention to the chat because there is some information, some links that you requested that are in the chat before leaving. And then Dean Andrews will close us out. Dean?
Okay, well, thank you, Ms. Banks, for all the work you've done to put this program together. I think it's been very informative. And basically, I think you have lived up to the title and theme of this program in terms of unlocking your skills, seize the opportunity. So the opportunities are there. Students, I just basically ask you more or less to emulate the individuals who've already gone forward from the College of Business and have had wonderful and great careers. So basically, unlock your skills, put in the time more or less, and apply for various internships and permanent employment, and take advantage more or less of signing up with Career Services in terms of their handshake platform for the career day. So thank you very much, and thank you all for your participation.
Thank you, Dean. Dr. Liu, we'll leave it open for a little while until the students get the information from the chat. So thank you all so very much for your participation and for supporting.